All right, let's bring in our senior reporter, Aviwe Mtila, who's covering this story for us. Aviwe, 18 days to go before the exams. From what the Education Minister is saying, it's all systems go.
Certainly, just on the 27th of October will mark the the start date basically of the 5-week examination, which are to end on the 7th of December. Minister saying that the basic education department is ready, and in fact all 735,000 plus matrics are ready for the examination. It's the largest number since the inception of the NSC curriculum. Now joining me is the Basic Education Minister, Angie Motshekga. Thank you, Mama, for joining us at eNCA. It's the largest number, and of course we are navigating, it's the second final matric examination in the COVID-19 period. You say the students are ready, but have they gone through the entire curriculum given the challenges that COVID-19 has presented?
You know, from our monitoring reports and our visits in provinces, just to even look at the spring support programs, the reports I'm receiving, and even myself having gone to some of the camps, we are confident that they are ready. They've done the curriculum. Our teachers have been working flat out every day. They've never had any holidays since this year. June they were at school, and now they were at school. March they never had a break. Schools have extended their days. They extended days with 2 hours. So we've done everything possible to see to make sure that they complete the curriculum.
Okay, and then we have the largest cohort going into this final examination, over 735 full-time matriculants. Just the question around how this is possible given the COVID-19 pandemic. How is it then in this NSC curriculum you have the largest number just this year in the COVID-19 period?
You know, from the reports, because we did try to understand that, first, if you look at our historical range, we normally don't have a consistent rate to say when 700, next day 800. It's been going up and down. It's the largest this year. I tried to check with officials that, because we'd encourage schools to accept repeaters, which we normally don't do full-time in schools, but I'm told the majority of them went to part-time schools, so it's not the influence of those that who had failed last year. We also think that our program, because even next year we're going to have a good cohort. We've been working very hard to look at the issues of retentions in schools to see how we support learners to stay at least for the 12 years. And our view is that we're beginning to earn the dividends of that program of retention and more support for learners who are struggling with the curriculum, which normally makes them drop out when they reach grade 10 and grade 11. When they begin to struggle with the curriculum, they get discouraged and then leave school. And that's where we've been focusing to make sure that we can support learners who are not coping with the curriculum when they get into senior phases.
And on the curriculum, is it the same curriculum that we had pre-COVID-19 pandemic, or has it been made a bit easier just to accommodate the pandemic?
No, unfortunately, even last year, so we set papers 2 years ahead. So this paper was set up in 2019, before COVID. So, and that's the paper they're writing. So nothing has been changed. And the philosophy is that we don't want any grouping, unfortunately, to go into the future with a curriculum or with a matric certificate which doesn't have the same currency with the certificate which was written 5 years back. So this paper was set up before COVID-19. It was assuming that 2021 will be as normal as 2018, 2015. So nothing has been done with the paper.
Okay, just then you'll be mentioning the results on the 20th of January. How confident are you of positive results? Will you beat even the prior years when you mentioned those matric results in January?
I wish so. That's my first wish. But from the monitoring reports, yesterday we had a whole day meeting with district directors to just go through the preparations, what the risks are, and also what the outcomes are likely to be. And most districts, but even from the reports we have, it's likely that we will be able to maintain the standard. Indeed, it's a class that really struggled a lot, unlike even the class of 2020. Because the class of 2020 had a full grade 11 in 2019. This class had 30% of 2020, and we tried to make up. But from the reports, from our observations, from the monitoring reports, it shows that we are relatively safe. We won't say we're perfect, we'll get 100% pass, but schools have done whatever was possible to do, and I think we'll get good results. They may not surpass any other year, but I think they'll be fine.
Positive results promised there by the Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga, as just 18 days from now the class of 2021 will commence their final examination. It's the largest class. More than 735,000 matriculants, full-time learners, will be embarking on those 5-week examinations. In fact, they say from their side as a department they've done all they can. They have over 11,000 examination centres and even prepared for COVID-19, with those examination centres having COVID-19 isolation sites should any of the students show COVID-19 symptoms.